Okay, here's our 65 panhead heads. So side holders, these are 63 to 65. This set was off of 65. This one here is a mixture set, and this set here was going on a 65, but have to look see what date codes are on it. But anyway, this set here is all, this is on a stroker hot rod bike. We've got a customer had years ago. These have been fully ported, all out. Got oversized intake valves in here. These are 1/8 over intake valves with kibble white black diamond exhaust valves. So these are all fresh. And you go through here and finish up the valve job, which has been sitting like this for a lot of years. I was going to put these heads onto my 57 drag bike right here, which didn't quite make it. It's got a shovel top on it right now, but this one had a setup for an external oiler, so it's going to use a silo stuff, but I'm going to go back to stock heads, I think. So this here is basically not using them. These have been all polished and blacked out. They do have 2 big fins broken, one on each head, one right here, and the same basic spot on this one. They've been polished back, so look decent. These have had the exhaust ports all cleaned up on them, I guess, but they were in good condition. This one, my guess is they've probably been re-welded on. But anyway, they're what they are. I did a port job on these things quite a while ago. These run an 88-inch stroker pan motor. That's what these were on. Ran pretty good. So anyway, they're all good on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and complete these up, do a fresh valve job on them, put all new valves and springs and collars and stuff up on here. So I'm thinking around 1,800 bucks for this set. All done up. Somewhere in the area. Not exactly sure, maybe 2,000. Depends on what I got for the parts. I can set them up for whatever kind of cam you want to run. So it just comes down to quality of the valve springs and stuff I put in there, but somewhere between the 18 to 2,000 area. So anyway, that's what this set is. This set over here is a mismatch setup that I've picked up over the years. So this is actually a 10 of 63 head, which would be a 64 bike. This one's 9 of 64, so this would be a 65 bike. This head's very, very nice. Original exhaust port. Looks like new. No cracks in it. Stock seats. Doesn't look like it's had much in the way of extra valve jobs done on it. Hasn't been cut, modified, or anything. Real nice condition head. The problem is it looks like you got in a fire or something. I got heat right here and screwed these fins up right here. So these are relatively easy to fix. Got a little bit of corrosion around the intake port. A little bit of something going on up in here. So this is the only stuff that's bad on is right in this area right here. All of this stuff can be relatively easily welded and fixed pretty easy. The key parts of the head are all the insides over here, basically like new, unmodified on that stuff there. Over here we've had some light porting done on it, not too bad, but still stock valves and everything. This head over here is all stock port, not cut. It's got a little bit of something going on right here. I don't know if there's a crack there or somebody gouged it or something. It's had aftermarket seats put in it, brass ones. Got a little bit of nicks over here from sitting on my shelf, it looks like. Original exhaust port's usable, but getting kind of thin. So it's still usable though. Missing one fin right here. Looks nice on this side. Obviously missing some studs. So there's your date code right there. 10 of 63. It's a J casting. So overall, not a bad set to work with. Probably got 1,200 bucks for that set the way they are. Now this set over here was going on to a stroker motor. So this is the crank over here, and we got the different intakes, lifter blocks, push rods, all mechanical stuff. So these are all the pieces that didn't get used. The cases turned out to be junk, so the project kind of just vaporized and disappeared. So this is the different hardware and stuff. Stroker pistons match these cylinders. So these are 65 heads. Again, got used rocker arms in them. They're fairly loose. Need to be obviously all rebuilt. these are, can't make out exactly what that date is, 63 maybe casting. Yeah, this one's a 63 casting. J code again. So these are probably on a 64 bike, or they could have been an earlier 65. But these heads are in very, very nice condition. Got all the fins on them, no damage, no cracks, original gasket cut. Stars are all down, original exhaust port, really nice condition, unported and unmolested in any way, all stock. Very, very nice set of heads. Fins are all there. This one over here is the same way. So same deal. Nice clean ports all the way around. Said rock arms aren't the best, so they all have to be redone. But anyway, the heads themselves are in very nice shape. These are the cylinders for the 65, which are panhead but no inside oiler. So these are the original 63 to 65 castings. These are E codes on there. Here's your date casting mark. Here's your E code. So it's a match pair. These were set up for 30 over stroker pistons to go with this 4.5 inch crank that's over here. This is set up for a 65 panhead. It's got that intermediate length shaft in it. So this would be a bolt-in for a 65 to 69 bike. The main shaft probably matches it. So like I said, these pistons here are 30 over, and they're stroker S&S forged pistons. Actually look like there's an S&S in there, you can see it. So anyway, they're in there nice and tight. Bores look pretty good. They've just been sitting around for a long time. Got a little bit of grease type stuff in there. So anyway, need to be all cleaned up. Well, they can be saved at 30, I'm not sure. These here, I'll get you the valve springs and collars and stuff to make up the set, bolt them together. This is the miscellaneous hardware that I got, which isn't enough to do the job, but there's a few cover bolts in there. These are the covers, the chrome. Got polished D-rings with them. Those I can go with them. So I'm thinking this with the cylinders and the whole set, probably around $2,800 for the whole setup. If you want all the stuff rebuilt, we can rebuild it. But these heads here are one of the best sets I've ever seen. So these heads are probably worth close to $2,500 by themselves. But anyway, if you want to make the whole package, we can make a whole deal out of it. So anyway, there's the cranks. There's the lifter blocks there, but they're kind of damaged. Had mechanical solids in it, and, adjustable push rods. We got stock oil lines for feeding it, and we got custom oil lines over here. This is obviously a custom line. This one here is another custom line. They go in there like this, basically. This one here is screwed on there with hard fittings. These here are the stock lines here. So I got two different ones here. This one's bent over. This one here is stock. This stuff is being reproduced, I think, now, so but these are our original ones. Anyway, if you need any of that kind of stuff, we can make this as complete as you want. But anyway, that's the 3 different styler heads that I've got. So we got bone stock needle of work, light porting, and then we got a heavily ported set for a big stroker motor, and all showed up. So anyway, that's what we have here. So let me know if you want anything.